Hello there, I'm Vaya, and welcome to Hope Left Me. And I have to start from inside the game because the loading screen took over a minute. So, here we are. Oh god, it's so cold. It feels like I'm inside of a dead womb. Where the hell am I? You are in the future. What? Why? Why should I know? Huh. You were here first, didn't you? See something? Nope. Amazing. She's too suspicious, but apparently is the only one around. Maybe I should ask her some questions. Who are you? I don't know who I am. What? I was expecting something else since you found me here. I didn't find you. You popped up out of nowhere. I just happened to be nearby when you materialized. This is too bizarre to be a coincidence. Perhaps you knew something was going to happen? I was just taking my late night stroll. And? That's it. I'm afraid this girl might have mental problems. Better ask her something else. Where exactly am I? I've already told you. Cease the jokes, please. I can't recognize a single thing here. Help me out. This frozen hellscape used to be my home. As you can see, it's just a pile of concrete. I was here literally chillin' when you spawned. I am just as confused as you. Why do you keep calling it the future? This makes no sense to me. The future is my home. She's definitely lost it. Better ask her something else. Damn, I'm freezing. Where is everybody? Everybody is dead. I think. You're killing me. Okay, let me ask you again. This is supposed to be a residential area, right? Yeah. So where are all its residents? I've never seen a single person here before. So I assume everyone might be dead. Please, don't just assume the worst. There is more to it, actually. Huh? Since I got here, I haven't seen a single soul. And I don't remember any human interaction prior. Don't you think that's a little too weird? It is indeed, but I just can't care. I've been alone for so long, I'm used to it. So you're living a life of solitude. And you're okay with it? Living? I'm going to have a panic attack. Get a grip. Oh, I'm so much better now? You could at least pretend to help me. Check your pockets. Maybe there is something... I check my pockets. Nothing but pieces of lint. This is pointless. I see. I have to check something now. Wait! Why are you doing this? What do you mean? You're leaving me here. You don't even know what I was going to do. I don't care. Can't you see the situation here? You can't just leave me. Something isn't right. Hey, calm down now. The truth is, I don't have any concrete reason to help you. And you appearing here raises a lot of questions. Put everything aside for now. I just want to go somewhere else. Okay, you can come to my apartment for now. Finally. Then just let me know your name. You can call me Sasha. It's a name filled with power. Or... What's your name? Oh, I can only pick Noir. Oh! Vaya, that's a pretty name. I will help you. In fact, it's a well-deserved change of pace for me. Maybe I could finally feel something. Hold on. Don't make this about you. Can't you see I'm desperate? I really hate the main character here. It's me. I hate people like that. It's so annoying. If things are bad for you now, they're going to get way worse. What? I can't feel my body. It's better not to struggle. My mind is fading. Okay, come on, Vaya, or you might freeze to death. You see, I can't remember much. I did space stuff in the guess. Then I came down to Earth. Maybe it was all a distant dream? Blissful noise. I should enjoy this moment. Suspended into nothingness. There's almost a sentiment of relief. I don't know. This little void's embrace is enough. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. Okay. No! Everything is crazy out there. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to leave my cozy ethereal nest and then dive into a living nightmare on my own. I want this tranquility to last. There's not a single reason for me to abandon this higher state of being. But something tells me I should try and open my eyes. Some other time. Must be my forgotten sense of reason. There goes nothing. I didn't expect nothing to happen, but nothing happened. It also seems that I can't move a centimeter. I should be freaking out by now, but I actually feel quite comfortable. I'll just try and... Oh. I won't fall for my mind's tricks. I'm hallucinating. Begone, shadow thing. Incomprehensible words. It wants to give me something. It appears to be a bottle with some kind of transparent liquid. It wants me to drink it. Okay, but give me a hand here. I'm in a tight spot. As I drink the mysterious liquid, my throat burns and an unfathomable taste takes over. Feeling better? I'm dying. I can taste my death. I am deep. I'm in deep agony. So it worked well enough. I'd say I'm even surprised that your body managed to handle it. Please never do that again. That was nothing. You are just weak. Get used to the cold and get a hold of yourself. No need to be mean. I want to be well. Sorry, I'm not being mean. It's just my way of talking. I don't buy it. And not only you are weak, but you look weak. You passed out for about 30 minutes. I dragged you here, gave you some warmer clothes. You should be fine now. Try to get some rest. I probably won't be able to sleep on my own. I can't shake a certain feeling of unrest. Even though I'm so tired, I could faint anytime now. I don't want to sleep. Which is weird because just moments ago I felt like at peace while I was asleep. But now I'm filled with a sense of dread. I feel that if I fall asleep again, I might not wake up. Yeah. You're passing through a traumatic event right now. You will never fully comprehend the surreal nature of all of this. Try not to think too much. Most of your month is to deal with another broken being. Is she talking about herself? That would make sense. Since you're half dead and doesn't want to sleep, let me get something for you to eat. Wait here and try not to die. Or don't. I can't control you. Thanks. I don't know how she endures it. It's unbelievable cold and she's all by herself. Okay, stop. I need to diverge my thoughts. Let's find something to do. Time to explore Sasha's room. Mirror. I'm very curious about the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Should I end myself now? What did I expect? Well, this coat is clearly oversized, but it has a charm. I also appreciate the scarf. At least Sasha has a nice sense of style. But I can't stand to see my face for too long. Pale and thin. A face of defeat. Where did all my strength go? You're cold and alone. Enough! Why do I keep doing this? I'm going to check something else. Drawer? Something interesting here, perhaps? I open the drawer. It's filled with scribbles, notes, letters, and abstract sketches. Sasha is weird to say the least. She's beyond help. But I can't judge. God knows what happened to her. Oh. One small note catches my attention. I don't understand. Written countless times over and abstract drawing. Most of the material makes little to no sense. I'll ask her about it once I get the chance. No, it will be better if I stop this investigation. I'm going to check something else. Window. As I lift the curtains, a petrifying wind blows. I'm welcomed by the night. The concrete and snow are merging with the horizon. It's so eerie but also hauntingly beautiful. Some apartments have their lights on, but they're all empty. As if their inhabitants were raptured while living their routines. I can't imagine what went down here. Just a vague assumption is enough to strike me with terror. Absolute isolation. I don't want to live like this. Step out? I'm losing control. My mind is already opting for death over solitude. Intrusive thought. It devours me from the inside out. Is this real? Is this really happening? I know the end comes to everything, and it seems that I can feel it already. This is the end for me. A fate worse than death. It can't be, it can't be. I need you something. I've almost snapped. I need to avoid thinking. Every second I spend alone is enough to make me want to scream. Faya? I'm going! Be strong. I'm just adding the finishing touches. Wait a second. I wonder what she eats here. The vegetation outside is not on its best shape. Are there even animals out there? What a life. Here, I can say with a certain confidence that I'm the best at cooking. There is no one else to compete with. A good sense of humor. Take a bite. She made a dumpling of sorts. I'm not hungry, but my body needs to eat. Let's see. It's sweet, soft and creamy. Thank you, Sasha. It's really good. These were used to be called Syreniki. They're simple to make and pleases everyone. How do you manage to make something like this with this kind of environment? You see, I'm not a hunter or a gatherer. The animals are gone and the plants are all dead. But even if everyone died, the city is intact. There are several stores around with tons of ingredients and food left. The only good aspect about this weather is that all the food is well preserved. And surprisingly, I still have electricity and gas. And I already have a plan for when the lights go out for good. So we're safe. How can you endure this? And why are you trying so hard? I think this world doesn't want us here. I barely got here and I know it already. Do you remember where were you before arriving here? Do you remember who you are? Well, that's right. It's like my whole life vanished. Life is absurd to the core. Even if you have had the greatest life imaginable, or lived the most miserable tragedy, at the end of the day, we're basically the same. We're born without will, and we die without reason. Just like you being here. Most things in life don't make sense. Doesn't mean that we should give up while comforting reality. We struggle because that's all we have. And in death, we have nothing. That's an unfitting philosophy for a lonely person. But I don't feel enlightened. I feel terrified. Know your place. Interpret your fate as a second chance. A tragic second chance. But a chance nonetheless. That would also be too cruel to accept. What about you? Why are you here? I feel that I've been through a lot. It all seems hazy, just like a dream. I lost myself perhaps, but I know I'm here for a reason. Fate and destiny might not be the best words for it, yet I know I'm home. I've reached my destination. You're not making any sense. Still wondering about the sense? I believe we can help each other. For now, just eat the rest of the turnkey. Her words are strong, but she looks so empty. Nor happy, nor sad. I don't know if she believes anything she said. I wish I could believe in something. Uncertainty is unbearable. Okay, I need to finish eating these. These are so good. That for a brief moment, I forgot everything. I'm afraid to sleep, but I think I'll lie down for a while. Oh! There's something in the back of my mind. It's knocking. I can see through a glass. This little box is too fragile for it to behold. It's going to break soon. One day, I might succumb. I don't want to give in, nor I want to keep on going. It doesn't get any easy. Confusion lurks within every corner. As time passes, the more disconnected I am from myself. I'm just an amalgamation of twisted thoughts now. Screeching and squirming in a dark, abandoned alley. Sasha is good with me. Need to borrow some of her will. Sasha, how do you do it? You there? Where? Here, awake. Are you ready? For what? Did you really forget? Again? Are you okay? I'm tired, probably. You're always tired. Well, get up. Today is a unique day, and we need to hurry. What is going on? The snow stopped yesterday, and I believe the sky will open just a little bit. This is it. I'm sorry, I'm having huge blackouts. You've been gone for a while now, but at least you could still remember. I don't know anymore. You're here. Here. How long have I been here? Who knows? I don't know how long I've been here either. Does it really matter? Of course it matters. How can you take this? At a point in time, I just stopped counting the days. It feels easier like this. I don't get you at all. You'll get it, eventually. Okay, so where are we going? We need a large open field. I know a place. Just tag along and help me carry this stuff here. You gave me a large box and a backpack. Both are lighter than I expected. Now, let's go before it's too late. Hey! He just rushed downstairs and left me here. When did these stairs become so long? I'm feeling sick. Are you okay, Vi? Sasha's voice echoed through the floors. Just a little dizzy. We don't want to miss this opportunity. Hurry up. Her voice reverberating, combined with the wind whistling upwards, the loose metal bars on the handrail, a metallic sound hitting each other. Be strong, Vaya. Just get down the stairs. Don't think. I'm waiting here. Why am I so anxious? Okay. Sasha sprints towards the frozen road ahead. Ow! I can't believe it. She really wants me to run in this cold. Did you slow down a little? Not now. Take a look at the sky. You see? The stars. It's the first time in a really long time. It snows every day, almost non-stop. The clouds are gone for a while. That's why we need to hurry. Yeah, I see now. I've never seen the clear night sky here. It's like I've never even seen the stars in my life. Have I? The days come and go, and I don't have any recollection of what my life was, or what it used to be. Wait. It seems Sasha's haste will serve nothing. I can barely move. Oh yeah. Tread carefully, and put some traction in these legs. Oh god. Give me a moment. I'm tired. The city... It's basically a well-preserved ruin now. I've never been this far. Well, it's not like there's anything to do here. Right. You said this place is your home. Do you remember how everything was? Vague memories, perhaps. When I first arrived here, I had more vivid vision of things. I used to keep a diary. I wrote some abstract feelings I had. Whenever I walked around, I had this sense of familiarity. So I went and put this on paper, along with some sketches of times and places I'll probably never see again. So, you had a diary? Yeah, nothing relevant. I saw some sketches. What? When I first arrived here, I went through your stuff out of curiosity, and I happened to see the diary, or what was left of it. There was one page that caught my attention, a bunch of words and cryptic drawings. I don't understand, repeating over and over. What was it? When I saw it, I felt dread. Well, I don't understand anything. Before your arrival, there were some difficult days here. And I realized something. I never once saw the light of day. I don't recall ever seeing the sun. And I forgot how it is to be warm. And it's truly hard to nurture hope like this. But I still have to see it for myself, so I can know how to feel. That's why today is so important. We're almost there. Hurry up. Such a soothing place. Everything I see is covered in white. You can only hear the wind. Now, open the container I gave you. Okay. What is it? This is my improvised weather balloon. Sort of. I want this to go up, high in the sky, and take some pictures, so we can see it. See? See what? I don't know. Anything. Why we're here to begin with? Why the world is gone and stuff. You know, even before you arrived, I had this planned. Maybe we can have a glimpse of everything. I don't really care for answers anymore, but maybe we can still see. Suddenly, my yearning for explanations were suppressed. Do we need to take a look? Am I afraid of something? Sasha seems to contradict herself too, as if she wanted to know what is going on, while at the same time not caring, or actively trying to let it go. Are you sure about it? What's it all of the sudden? I guess it doesn't really matter, but surely I'm curious. I can't believe it. Of course it matters. You told me not to think too hard about it. I faintly remember, and now I don't really know if I want to see whatever this show was. I have this complex rationalization. I don't have to let my feelings take the lead. Anything seems reasonable to me, and I'm okay with any outcome. And how can you do that? All of this makes me want to just lie down and let these world reclaim me, while you face it like it's just another day. What are you striving for? I am determined, and that's it. We're already here, that's enough reason. Even with my paradoxical ambivalence. Why did I ask such a thing? I'm not feeling good. Aya? I'm sorry, I'm a bit weak. Let me get the balloon. Take time to catch your breath. There's something knocking, and it wants to break free. My lost memories are bleeding into my current self, as if they were someone else's. Feelings of disgust and hate, dreadful isolation worse than this current one, lies and regret, and I don't know why. Alright, we're set. And honestly, I get the confusion you might have right now. It's a logic that doesn't really make sense. But again, what is really making sense here anyways? I believe you should decide if we release the balloon, or cancel everything and just head back. Oh no. Release it. Are you ready? I want to see it. Okay. There it goes. I don't know what to expect, but it felt right. It feels right to be the light. To bear this burden. It's better than with withering in the dark. Step forward? A reason. I was too tired of flirting with confusion. I could either embrace it or surrender to it. You being here gave me the hope I forgot I had. Whatever happened to you, and to me, doesn't need to destroy us. Understand that. And let it all be. I think I get her a little bit better now. Let's go, Vaya. Once the balloon reaches the stratosphere, we'll know how things are. This future is my home. Things were never supposed to be like this. But here I am, in my own real nightmare, trying to decipher what this all means. And you only made things harder. But hell, I don't mind if things never mattered. Well, we got 0 answers. I was kind of hoping we would get, like, at least a crumb of context. But, oh well. This was an interesting game. The art was really pretty. But, you know, there was nothing that caught my attention to it. I mean, I am curious about the actual story behind the game. And, like, what it all means. But, you know, maybe once we will hear again from these developers making another game with answers. That would be lovely. Alright, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye!